Welcome to Tuber Chat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Neil Collects, and this is somebody who's just been with us for a little while now, getting on a couple of months, but came into the Tuber Chat family just blazing with generosity. And I know that they're out supporting other creators. I'd known that channel for a little while, as a matter of fact, and it's always heartwarming to see familiar faces or familiar channel names when we're bouncing in between different people's premieres and live streams, running into people supporting each other. And Neil Collects is an interesting channel because he collects a lot more than just the numismatic collectible coins or action figures that we see from other channels. Neil Collects kind of puts together everything that can be collected. So a lot of the typical things and things you might not have already seen. This creator's already doing well with shorts, getting into 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 views, as we can see, and far beyond. And then as well, live streams are an idea that comes up occasionally. So we'll keep an eye on the channel, see if they're going to keep those up. We've got the notification bell on for every channel, and that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. Neil Collects, forgive me for not being sure. Did you just put that banner on? Because for whatever reason, I felt like I didn't recognize it when I pulled the channel up today. But I was looking at this channel just the other day as well. Neil Collects has been with us just about every day for a little while now. The Numis Maniac, good to see you in the house. Another fellow Canadians here. Elevate with Vern, my YouTube BFF, is here. Just Jason Keto's here with us every single day. And I see Elise's Adventures in Cruising. These are all members, so I'm going to put them on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I also noticed that My Flock is Everywhere dropped a super chat right before we started, and I really do appreciate that extra generous support, so we're going to look at that channel first before we start spinning the wheel. You'll also notice that Scratch and PPA and Michael's Adventures are in the top 2 positions, and they are 2 of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 6 years now on YouTube. Canadian Family Life is also in the house and on the wheel. Her husband just started a channel, is actually celebrating his birthday right now. I was in their live stream right before setting up for this. I'm not sure if they're still live right now. Oh, and unless they're coming over. Carrie Leonard, I think, came over from there, so thank you for that. Rock Chick Beauty is here from the UK. Jarrett Talks has hit 1.4K just a few days ago, which is great to see, so that's wonderful. Fanatic Guide's a longtime dear friend to Tuber Chat. I've also got Big Dude and Mr. Fulton Mraz, who's a friend of over 3.5 years on the wheel. Professional Paranormal Research was also early in the door with Roadhog. Rushing Wind Mountain is here, so I'm going to put them on the wheel. And thank you, Tiffany from Canadian Life, for everybody that you've sent over. I know we will likely see quite a few familiar faces, but she's been at it for quite some while, and I lost count of their subscribers. They're well beyond 1,000. They've had 1,000 for a long time. And had likely sent us some new friends. Coffee, Walks, and Whatever, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Werner's Adventures and Drew's Adventures are both in the chat. These are a couple of creators that we know very well, specifically through Come Hither with Heather, who's been an incredibly dear friend and supporter here in Tuber Chat for a long time. I've actually joined her on her channel for a couple of different live streams. I met up in real life with Werner's Adventures and Drew's Adventures at the tail end of a 5-week vacation, 4 of which I believe they spent in the United States, and then they came to Canada for a week, and we had breakfast and did a live stream together, and I got to know them quite well, which is great to see. They let us know that they're home and safe, which is great, and that would have been just a couple of days ago, actually. Destiny's Lifestyle Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Backlash Fisherman, thanks for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we'll look at Backlash Fisherman's channel right after My Flock is Everywhere, who also dropped a super chat before we even started. Now, it always takes me a moment or two to get through our introductions. But I don't mean to miss anybody. Cool Gamers in the house. Good to see you here always. Thank you for coming in. They're here just about every day. Tapatios Copwatch. Good to see you in the house. Now, forgive me if I'm pronouncing that name incorrectly. I think you're here for the first time, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is also here. The Numis Maniac is here. And I think we met Neil Collects through the Numis Maniac, as a matter of fact. They're a longtime friend. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is Susan. She's here with us just about every day. And Tapatios Copwatch, if there's a better way for me to pronounce that name, just please let me know. I always want to pronounce everybody's name properly after I learn it. And Toyin's Kitchen has been here from the beginning as well, so thank you for being here. Day One Adventures is a member along with Growing What I Eat, so I'm going to put them both on the wheel now. And you'll notice that the channel we have on the screen is called Neil Collects, and this creator is come into the Tuber Chat family just a couple of months ago, or a little bit less, but blazing with generosity right away. They've been with us just about every single day since finding us, as a matter of fact, and we feature a different channel every single day based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the Tuber Chat community. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos. As you have seen, we do that so that you can literally meet hundreds of loyal and dedicated supporters, even when we're not live streaming. I see Justin Mello's Music and Vlogs in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel along with Lisa J. Stocks. And after a little while, we'll start spinning the wheel. So, again, that's Neil Collects. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 1,200 subscribers that we know that they're thinking about. And they're posting frequently, as we can see, every couple of days or so. My Flock is Everywhere is coming up. They dropped a super chat right before we started. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Backlash Fisherman's coming up next for the same reason. So I'm just taking a moment to clean up the wheel. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Chocolate Drop is in the house. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member also. And again, for anybody that's new or fairly new to Tuber Chat today, we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Super Chatters get put on the screen right away as a little bit of a bonus, but it's open to everyone, and after a long period of time, probably 2 hours or so, we will add some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation. I have a robot in the background that helps keep track of that. Jarrett Talks, good to see you in the house. Destiny Lifestyle Vlogs is here as well. And thank you to Patios Copwatch. We'll be looking forward to checking out your channel for the first time, hopefully tonight. And we always get through as many channels as we can within the live stream. Tripping with Drea Michelle is just dropping a super chat. And thank you, Scratch and PPA. They're catching the fact that the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch dropped a super chat earlier before Backlash Fisherman, as a matter of fact. Somehow I managed to miss that, but I can't believe how many times. And Susan is used to that, actually, but luckily we're all friends here. She always has positive things to say about Tuber Chat, so I know she'll be very forgiving as well. And but thank you for that. Things like super chats and memberships here in Tuber Chat are absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And I noticed that Neil Collects is gifting a membership as well. He's done that before. And let me just see. Oh, pardon me. I'm falling behind here. That was picked up by Katie's Kitchen, so I know they'll be happy to have that. The Journals of Awakening, good to see you in the house, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody. And then, thank you everybody for the tips and tricks in the chat as well. King Morgan, good to see you here. And thank you, Scratchin' PPA. I don't know how he does it. I promise you, every day I have to shake my head, wondering how on earth he's able to catch as much as he does. But Scratchin' PPA is known as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family, therefore in the pole position, and we'll look at his channel when it comes up. Sometimes it takes 2.5 hours. We never know. Midlife Travels, thank you for coming in. I'm going to put you on the wheel right now, and we're going to talk about My Flock is Everywhere. This is a channel that's incredibly supportive. So not only just here in Tuber Chat, but also in others. I run into them constantly between premieres and live streams from other channels, usually talking about the unexplained. Doesn't always have to be UFOs. There's a lot that comes together in a lot of these channels that want to talk about different unexplained ideas. Backlash Fisherman just picked up a gifted membership from Chocolate Drop, so thank you for that. And Neil Collects, thank you again. Neil Collects is our featured channel for today, so we already looked at that one, and he's done that before, like I said. But Chocolate Drop has just gifted a membership, so we're going to look at their channel right after Tripping with Drea Michelle, because we're treating those gifted memberships like super chats these days. And you'll notice that if Nightbot is or if Botissimo is doing what they're supposed to do, they drop a link for everybody after every super chat and membership. So my love Kristen Welton is in the house as well. We enjoyed a little bit of cottage time yesterday. For our first time ever, actually, a friend of ours rented a cottage and we went up there for the night, but that was a lot of fun. And we're back and ready for Tuber Chat and work and all kinds of fun stuff. And Backlash Fisherman is saying thank you for the gift to Chocolate Drop. Katie's Kitchen, of course, has picked up a gifted membership as well. So what we're looking at, and Chanster Travels, I hope I said hello earlier. The Stock Explorer is here, pardon me. So the Stock Explorer and Kristen Welton are both here as members and moderators. So I'm going to put the Stock Explorer up on the wheel as well. I wonder, are our American friends, and forgive me for not knowing, celebrating a long weekend, or is anybody in the chat celebrating a long weekend outside of Canada? We always have a long weekend for what we call Labor Day, and it always falls on the first weekend of September, if I'm right. Everybody goes back to school who's not already back to in a couple of days, actually. And then My Flock is Everywhere, pardon me. So 660 subscribers, and we'd love to push them towards the 700 we know they must be thinking about. And Fanatic Guide always celebrates long weekends. And then My Flock is Everywhere has a couple of new videos, actually. I'm going to take their latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. And playlist can be a great tool for that. Labor Day Monday in the USA, says Huga Homestead. Thank you for that. They're a longtime friend as well. Micah's Adventures in Kentucky is enjoying his long weekend, I'm sure. Fanatic Guide's long out of school, but Labor Day in America as well. Yeah, so I guess we share that, right? Canada and the USA share that. Ben Cy Games, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Let's get them onto the wheel also. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So pardon me, My Flock is Everywhere. I'm meaning to talk about your channel. They got a couple new videos, so I put the Walking Fail 2 into my catch-up list. And I'm just going to look at the shorts on this channel as well. There's a lot of variety here. We see lots of creators bringing variety into their shorts regardless of their niche or category. My Flock is Everywhere has gotten well over 2,000 views into 2,300 and beyond. The streams, including today, have been happening frequently. It looks like a couple of times a week, as a matter of fact. Have I even caught you for one of these? One of your own live streams? Yeah, a while ago. But I'm hoping I can catch another one. Now, we always set notifications for everything we see, and we always put the notification bell on for every channel as well. That's part of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content as we can from each other as well. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is coming up right now. Susan dropped the super chat. Thank you again, Scratch and PPA, for catching that. Like I keep saying, I don't know how he does it. I make as many mistakes as anybody or more, and he seems to catch them somehow. And the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. We're going to talk about this channel in a second. And Kimberly Gila, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So thank you again. My flock is everywhere. Forgive me for talking, dancing back and forth while I was trying to talk about your channel there. They're here with us just about every single day. We've seen them many times. But an incredible supporter, and I always say the same thing, usually about a lot of different channels, but about my flock is everywhere, that they're so supportive, because I see them out supporting others all the time. And then, oh, big fireworks in Cincy, says Hugo Homestead. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch is here right now on the screen. They are monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, they've got some shorts front and center on the channel, so let's have a look at these. I group a lot of creators together in the idea of homesteading as a category more so than a niche, and the reason why is because I find that a lot of the creators behind channels like the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch and a lot of the friends that have come in the last year or so here in the Tuber Chat family seem to have an instinctive nature. They want to share knowledge and resources with each other and with others, and that means that we include in that category ranching, farming, gardening, typical homesteading, as well as a lot of other outdoor channels, like for instance camping or hiking or fishing. We have a lot of friends that do a lot of fishing as well. But a lot of these creators, we see them in each other's things. It seems to be a really huge community when we start to spider it out that way, but a lot of generosity in the creators here. So the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch will start their generosity by inspiring us in a spiritual way. As a matter of fact, they start their live streams with devotionals. Now, they've got these shorts that have gotten into almost 800 views. As they post more and more, they'll likely hit 1,000 very soon. Live streams are frequent. I've had a really hard time for the last couple of months catching them on these live streams because I happen to be outdoors Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I think they do them every Wednesday morning, right around 11 a.m., if I remember that right. I'm in the Eastern time zone between Toronto and Niagara Falls, so I have trouble catching them. Once in a while I'm lucky enough, but I always have the notification bell on. I know you've heard me say that many times today. They post videos frequently, so frequently I'm having trouble keeping up this week, as a matter of fact. I'm just going to grab their latest video from a couple of days ago, and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Looks like another Happy Meal video, as a matter of fact. They're working on 1,300 subscribers right now, but you're going to find all kinds of typical homesteading activities from Susan and the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. My favorite thing is to catch her for these live streams because, like I said, they're action-packed shows. She starts with a devotional but gets into a lot of newsworthy topics so that we can have a platform to have vibrant conversation around these topics. And then as well, she brings on other StreamYard panelists to introduce us to as well. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Growing My Own, good to see you in the house. Freedom Red Bird, good to see you here as well. Life with Adrienne XO is a long time friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat, over 600 episodes ago, as a matter of fact, as is Ace Flaw 1. That's Andy. I'm putting him on the wheel right now. Andy, did you make it to Italy this summer? You were talking about the idea of possibly going to Italy. I just wonder if that's still on the horizon or something you already did, and forgive me for not knowing. Backlash Fisherman, thank you again for a super chat. Thank you again, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we look at these channels right away, and we'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. As a matter of fact, we're going to put on Coach Mary Ma and Sweeney's Creek Farm. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Meditation Paradise Land is Carlene Geisha, and she brings us relaxing content with positive affirmations with a slight name change there. I'm going to put her on the wheel because she also happens to be a member. We're going to talk about Backlash Fisherman and his wife's channel as well. Most of you know Coastal Water if you've heard me talk about Backlash Fisherman. Midlife Travels, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. For that reason, we're going to put that channel up on the screen right after Chocolate Drop, who gifted a membership. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly, I'm sure. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we look at Backlash Fisherman, this is one of the creators that I speak of when I say that we've got a lot of fishing channels. Now, Backlash Fisherman will expand the content into a few different types of things, and he's monetized lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. But when we look at his shorts, we see he's already into well over 3,000 and almost 4,000 views. And when we look at the videos, we find fishing first and most foremost. Yes, as a matter of fact, I've got, you know what I got, Michael's Adventures? I've got my coffee with the honey in it right now. But I also was doing some concrete work a few days ago, and I'm assuming that that's why my voice sounds just the smallest bit scratchy. It'll be fine. I'm sure we'll get through tonight. And I'll probably slow down the pace a little bit after the first break in another couple of minutes. Feathered Friends Homestead, good to see you here. Yeah, now I do the breaks for about 3.5 minutes every 30 minutes or so, and that's so that the voice can keep up. But Michael's Adventures got me onto local honey a long time ago. I think the honey I'm using right now is not truly local. It says Ontario honey, and I'm in Ontario, but I know local honey means you're supposed to have it within like 25 miles of where you are or something like that. So eventually I'll find some again. Rock Chick Beauty, good to see you in the house. The last time I got local honey, I actually got it in Ottawa, which still is a little bit of a distance from me, but I happened to be there and happened to walk right by a place that had it, and I had many jars of that. Follow the Bradley's Fun. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I started at 9, but it was very short notice today. 9 o'clock Eastern I started. Lil Red and Buddy Tracks, good to see you here. Usually I like to have the streams posted days in advance so that everybody can get the notifications, or you could at least check the front page if you want to try to schedule when these things are going to be around your different tasks and lifestyle and everything else. But I wasn't able to this weekend. I was very unsure about when we would start today, so I posted it about an hour before and we hopped on. Johnny Small Pepper, good to see you in the house. Thanks for the share. Thanks for coming in. M&T Living and Cooking. It's great to know that they're safe and well with the Stock Explorer as well, and Destination Fun, and I am Betty J. Gathers and a few other friends in Florida. It was quite a week for them, but they all seem to be okay. Alfonso, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in from Colorado, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then, yeah, that was how I caught Canadian Family Life's live stream, actually, because I was setting up for Tuber Chat, so I happened to be on. Michael's Adventures dropped a premiere at what I believe was 8 o'clock Eastern. I caught it about 20 minutes in, and then Canadian Family Life happened to be live at the moment, but it's Tiffany's husband. I believe his name is Chris. Forgive me for not being certain, but I thought that's what it said on the title. And was celebrating a birthday, so they were doing a live stream for that. Katie's Kitchen received a gifted membership from Neil Collects, who's our featured channel today. So I'm going to put Katie's Kitchen up on the wheel. And we're really racing here. Broken Hearts Ministry, Gail Southern Living. Actually, I just saw her latest video on her main channel, and she's been offering to mentor other YouTube creators, which is great. I'm always happy for people to share their knowledge. She's been on YouTube over 3 years now. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Backlash Fisherman is who we're talking about right now. So it's fishing first on this channel. I'm just going to grab his latest video. He's got a new reel. I have a lot to learn when it comes to fishing equipment. When I was much younger, my family, my dad, my grandfather, and lots of my dad's friends and stuff, we'd all go fishing. So I learned the littlest bit. I can bait a hook. at least with a worm or a leech. But we would fish for bass and perch, and I forget what else. I never caught a ton of stuff, but I did catch my share. I know what it's like to impale your dinner, cook it, clean it, eat it, not in that order. And Backlash Fisherman is going to show us a lot more of that, usually with catfish. The shorts here have gotten close to 4,000 views, which is great to see. That'll likely continue to grow. He's got series of live streams as well. Sometimes he takes us for a ride along. He's a first responder. He gives us a chance to get to know him, and there's a lot of family togetherness between his channel and his wife's channel as well. We'll look at that in a second. Cooking with Backlash is a new series. I've caught him and his wife both in the kitchen bringing us content. We're going to look at his wife's channel right now. Actually, he's got one more series, usually because of it's called Hobby Hangout. He introduces us to a lot of other creators as well, and that's StreamYard panels. Let me look at Coastal Water. The biggest complaint I get on YouTube, especially over the last 6 years, is why is it so difficult to find or to get our in real life friends and family members to support our YouTube channels when we can find people online willing to do it. And I think it makes it that much extra special when we have in real life friends and family, or in this case a married couple, with separate channels that wholeheartedly support each other. They're never far behind one another. You'll find them on each other's channels all the time. So this is Coastal Water and Backlash Fisherman. Coastal Water is getting close to 1,600, and they are posting videos frequently. Like I said, I've caught them in the kitchen many times, but sometimes they do a product review or an unboxing video as well. They've got some shorts that have also gotten well over 2,500 and 3,400 views, and then live streams. They have a few similar series. They've got Cooking with Coastal, and then they've got ride-alongs called Car Confessions, where they take us about their day. We get to know Coastal Water, and there's more family togetherness there. If you look hard enough, you'll find Backlash Fisherman along with Coastal Water. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to both of these incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. Thank you again, Backlash Fisherman, for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. He's done that countless times. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Jesse Miller, Unboxings and More is here. Maritz's Yarn and Crafts, good to see you back in the house. Feathered Friends Homestead, I did get you on the wheel earlier. And I think we're good to go. 8 years ago at a boat ramp, says Fanatic Guide, they went fishing. It's been a long time for me, a very long time. I don't know whether I'll end up doing that anytime in the near future. If I manage to get on the water, I'll be looking for a Sea-Doo. I promise you that. It's the one toy I love more than anything else. Pardon me, so Scratch and PPA caught a question that I missed in the chat. Alfonso is asking, what program do I use to edit my videos? So he might be asking that to the chat. He might be asking me, particularly myself, I'm not sure. But if everybody wants to let everybody else know what you're using for an editing program, we'd all be curious to see what's the most popular. I happen to be on Mac, and I started with iMovie, but actually use Final Cut Pro. I don't do a lot of videos, or haven't done much of anything when it comes to video editing for Superchat channel, but I have other channels. I use Final Cut Pro for those. Here we started with StreamYard, which I'm a big fan of. I love StreamYard, but OBS and Streamlabs allow you a lot more customization. So the setup that you see here is done through Streamlabs. But we may move things around again. We never know. And one of these days, forgive me for those of you who are going to roll your eyes when I say this, one of these days I expect to have some videos on Superchat as well that will be much more informative. So we'll have nice, at least 3-minute long videos that will give you the actual how-to for some of the things we talk about here. So interesting to see the different programs everybody's using. Of course, Premiere and Final Cut Pro are probably the most popular too, but it depends. Power Director's big, Filmore's big. And I think we all recognize a lot of these. Back to Good. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think they came over from Canadian Family Life as well. Thank you, by the way, everybody, for waiting out that 20-minute time limit. I promise you it helps with things like spamming and trolling, and it gives everybody a chance to really see what we're doing before coming in, because we don't want anybody to, you know, spend time not doing things they don't want to do and things like that. Tuber Chat, of course, is not for everybody, but for those of us like-minded that want to support each other wholeheartedly, much more than we expect to be supported, this community works really well for that reason. Hopefully, I haven't missed anybody in the chat. It is time for a break. So we're going to do that right now for 3.5 minutes. Thank you again, Backlash Fisherman. Trippin' with Drea Michelle dropped a super chat for us as well. So for that reason, we're going to look at their channel next in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back, and we're about to look at Trippin' with Drea Michelle, who also dropped a super chat for us there, right? Neil Collects gifted an extra membership, and I didn't see that. I just happened to notice it now. I'm just going to show everybody something for a quick second. I'll show it again if we get an opportunity, and then we'll talk about this channel. One of the things you'll notice, and I believe you can do this on a phone as well. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. I'm always on a computer when I'm on YouTube, almost always. Puppet Short Films, good to see you here. Forgive me if I missed anybody. When you click on the live chat, top chat situation, what this is for is sometimes when chats are rolling really fast, you can put the setting on top chat. It'll just show you the most important messages, so you don't necessarily have to see everybody saying hello to each other or giving thumbs up and things like that. Live chat, make sure you see every message that comes through, at least on channels where the chat can handle it. And then fan funding gives you a chance to look at things like Super Chats, memberships, as well as highlighted milestone messages and things like that. What I noticed is that every time something new happens in fan funding, they add a blue kind of sticker dot to it, right? Like a notification type thing. And I believe that what that's for then is so that as you're hosting, you're not missing things. For moderators too, anybody can look at anybody's fan funding, but that kind of thing can be really helpful. Thank you, Neil Collects. Neil Collects has gifted an abundant number of memberships here. Now, just for the sake of saying one more time, Super Chats and memberships here on Tuber Chat are absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course, but I do like to keep everything open to everyone. So I know it takes a very long time, especially on extra busy days like today, where it will probably take still another 2 hours, but I will get a couple of names onto the wheel from our chat list, and that is just based on who's been most actively engaged in the chat, and I've got a robot that keeps track of that. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for clarifying. Yes, on a phone, you're able to see the fan funding as well. And then Alfonso's just asking about a green screen. Some of that comes down to the settings. You'll notice here, I'm using a green screen. And this one here is a big, huge hanging. It's a proper green screen, but it's just a piece of material. Could have been a blanket for all anybody would, or a bed sheet or something like that. But it is the right color of green-ish. Technology's gotten so good we don't have to have the exact chroma key for a green screen. But a lot of that comes down to something I can show you for a second, and forgive me tripping with Drea Michelle. I'm just going to show you my Streamlabs setup for a second. If you want to mark the time on this, we're 40 minutes. 40 minutes into episode number 612. When I look at where my webcam is, and I'm going to look at the webcam itself, and I double click on this to give me, am I right? I forget how to do this now. How do you do the green screen situation? When I look at the properties, no. When I look at the background, oh, for the life of me, I don't remember how to do this. Do it all the time. That's the webcam. The background image? No. Oh, for goodness sake. Pardon me. I thought we were going to do a useful tutorial here. What on earth is wrong with me that I can't remember how to do this? The webcam is here. The webcam background is here. Do I have the locks on them? No, I don't have the locks on them. Sorry, I want to figure this out for a second if I can. This is so unbelievably disturbing. Okay, forgive me. I have to give up. I have to give up for right now. I'll try. If I can remember how to do that, we'll revisit it. But there are settings for most programs where you can adjust the sensitivity for the green screen. So if your lighting is incorrect, you get things that happen. Like, for instance, see, I've got a light over here, and it's meant to shine on the green screen, but not on me. And if I don't move it in the right direction, you see all that green stuff happening there, right? So that's an example. But there are settings. So forgive me, I have to leave it to you to figure those out. And thank you, everybody, for your patience between my clunky non-tutorial. Jeremy D-Day, good to see you in the house. He's been a friend of over 3.5 years. And so our Georgia suburban homestead, forgive me, because there's a lot of information out there, and I know a lot of people are talking about swapping playlists and insisting that people like myself are wrong, and I certainly am not right about everything. I've been corrected many times. But when it comes to the idea of playlists, I'll show you something. So Tripping with Drea Michelle, I'm behind with a few videos here, but you notice this one that's got the red line? YouTube's going to take that red line away after about a year. There are ways that you can remove those red lines, and other creators will tell you just clear your watch history and change this setting and that setting and you'll get rid of them. But I do not believe for 1 second that any of us is going to trick the YouTube algorithm into thinking we only watched a video once or didn't watch it at all if we do something like clearing our history. Everything we do online is marked, and Google, of course, I believe is smarter than we think it is. The YouTube algorithm is smarter than we think it is, and even when I say that, I believe it's smarter than we think it is. So if you wait until that red line is gone, which I believe is now a year, then, you know, go ahead and run somebody's playlist again. But I would rather have anybody spend the time finding a new friend to trade playlists with than to worry about running the same person's playlist again. Not that I'm right. That's what we've been doing here for a very long time, because it's not swapping playlists that brings the magic of the watch hour increases, if that makes sense. It's the friendships that are made in trading that favor. When you run somebody's playlist and when somebody runs playlist for you, of course the watch hours are going to go up a bit. But when you build a friendship with somebody and they're there in the future to watch most of what you're going to come up with moving forward, that's where your watch hours really start to grow exponentially. And this is why I talk about it all the time. So hopefully that makes sense. I know it's a bit of a clunky speech about it too. Budgeting just because, good to see you here. Scratching Wolf is in the house. Together We Travel made it in. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Galaking 916 from Sacramento is here. And if anybody needs me to clarify what is swapping playlists or what on earth am I talking about, I'll talk about exactly how to get that done. And then when we talk about, Ben Sign Games, it's in the filter somewhere. I don't know why I couldn't see the setting. It's too much time I spent on that, to be honest with you, for today. If I can think about it again or look at it in the next break or something, maybe we'll do it at the end of today's stream, or we'll do it next time when I can get my ducks in a row here. And then that happens often, Alfonso, swapping playlists, running playlists. Now, I happen to have premium and have for a very long time. I don't know if that's why it doesn't happen, but I remember that happening many times, especially on different accounts. As anybody could imagine, I have an abundant number of YouTube accounts, of course. Some of them I use, some of them not so much. I basically start an entire website and YouTube channel and everything else for every idea that pops in my head. Most of them never get used. But these are ideas, and then I use things for experimentation and to help run people's playlists more than once and things like that. So, pardon me, coffee walks and whatever, still in the house. Tripping with Drea Michelle. They're going to bring us some travel, but they actually expanded their content. It's a lot of fun. As you can see, Virgin Voyages is their latest video. I'm behind. I'm just going to add that into my catch-up list. That is a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators or get caught up a little bit. They're posting frequently. I'm going to look at the shorts here, too. Some of these have gotten well over 2,000 views, which is great to see. Live streams are something now that seems to be happening every week, which is very cool. So we can keep up with them in live streams. Drea Michelle, there's a lot here because Drea, I believe, is a DJ as well. I caught them one day playing a bunch of music on Saturday for a special like DJing live stream I thought was cool. They're bringing us tours of the ships. They're bringing us the activities, the shows, the meals, and all the aspects of their travel, and then different things outside of the cruising aspect of the channel, including, for instance, here, like a weight loss journey. They do a lot of challenges that are collaborations with other creators, mukbang style challenges and things like that, and they got well over 5,100 subscribers. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 5,200 that they're thinking about right now. So thank you again, Tripping with Drea Michelle, for another super chat. They've done that before. I'm going to put up Chocolate Drop right now, who gifted a membership. So thank you to Chocolate Drop and to Neil Collects. They've both done that before. Chocolate Drop has an inside joke with me, and they always call me Mr. Customer Service. I'm sure that's because of my voice, but I've been lucky to catch them on quite a few of their live streams as well, or at least a few. Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D Thompson, good to see you in the house. I've got you on the wheel. We always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat right now. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I know we've got an overwhelmingly busy chat today, so thank you everybody for your patience. Chocolate Drop is going to bring us love, life, couponing, and much more. They bring us CVS hauls occasionally. So I caught the last one. I'm just going to look at what you've been doing for live streams before I do anything here. I think what I'm going to do for you is take one of your live stream replays from today. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list for today, and that will give me a chance to give you a few more watch minutes there. Shorts on this channel have gotten into well over 2,000 views, 2,400, 2,500. Pure variety, as we can see, but Chocolate Drop always smiling. You can see that this is a dynamic creator, always motivating, always inspiring as well, always positive. And then when we get into the videos, we see a lot of variety from this creator, but we also see, again, this is a dynamic host between a lot of the rollovers that I can do on our channel. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. 786 subscribers right now. We'd love to push her a little bit farther towards the 800 she's thinking about. Thank you again for gifting that membership. I really do appreciate that. We're treating those like super chats these days, so we put that channel on the screen right away. Midlife Travels dropped a super chat on us, so we're looking at that channel right now, and Rock Chick Beauty will come up next for the same reason. Then we'll get to spinning the wheel soon, I'm sure. Popping the Popcorn, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That's another longtime friend. And again, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The numbers climbing ain't the numbers climb. Well, the numbers are hopefully climbing for everyone. I hope so, Chocolate Drop, but thank you, yes. And then Coco Mojo 13, good to see you in the house. We're going to look at that channel when we see Big Dude. Those creators are in real life cousins, as a matter of fact. And by the way, I haven't mentioned it again today, but thank you everyone, because Tuber Chat is now officially on the road to 5K. So we will likely have it long before Halloween, and I will really appreciate that from everybody. So the Southern car salesman voice as well. Yeah, it could be a football announcer, absolutely. It comes with experience and practice and things like that for sure. But I'll be on the lookout for that the next time I'm on Scratching Wolf's channel. So when we look at Midlife Travels, this is a channel that's got some shorts front and center. Let's see what they've got going on here. 1900, 2100, 2300. And when I see Cozumel, Mexico, it makes me think that there must be some cruising going on here. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. Their latest video is quite short, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list anyway. I just want to make sure I stay as caught up as I can with the latest stuff. There we go, Carnival Dream. They're giving us a tour of the casino. They've got some entertainment and dining room stuff. They're obviously going to give us a tour of the ships and their activities. It looks like they're even giving us tours of the excursions. And then shorts on the channel. Again, 2100, 2300. Lots of variety here, mostly from cruising by the look of it. And hopefully everybody will connect with them. Midlife Travels is on the road to the first 100. We know that the first 100 and that race is more challenging than ever before. But as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So we'd just love to push each other as far as we can, of course. Destiny's lifestyle vlogs might hit 2K before Halloween as well. Gambling itself might be tough. I'm sure there's rules and things like that that we have to work on or work around. But we do have a lot of lottery ticket scratching channels that seem to be doing just fine, monetized and everything else. Gambling itself, there's just rules we have to follow. YouTube's community guidelines and terms of service will spell that out. But I haven't done any of those myself yet. But thank you for that. So, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @ mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Lori's Tech Time is very active, both on YouTube and the other social networks like Instagram. I'm going to put them on the wheel right now because they happen to be a member, and we're going to look at Rock Chick Beauty. So thank you again, Midlife Travels, for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. I'm still getting to know your channel, but looking forward to seeing more. Somebody I've known for a very long time now, just about 3 years, is Rock Chick Beauty. This creator comes to us from the UK. And let me look at her banner because she spells out what she brings on her channel in a special way. Alternative, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. This creator actually reset and restarted their channel a long time ago. And the idea, of course, is would you be able to grow more solidly and strongly, if that makes sense, the second time around? And Rock Chick Beauty is showing us that that's possible. So this creator now has over 1,100 subscribers, and they continue with beauty. They bring us a lot of product reviews and even sponsored videos now, and then a lot of shorts videos. When we look at these, we're going to see they've gotten into over 1,200 and 1,700 views. Live streams are frequent, and Oriane, the creator behind the channel, is willing to hop in on other StreamYard panels and host StreamYard panels of her own. I have joined her many times on other channels, and we'll keep an eye and see if she's going to stream more frequently, but she's been putting these out every month or half month. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's always put a lot of work into presentation on the channel. You'll see that every thumbnail or every video gets its own thumbnail, but the bright bold headshots on this channel make her recognizable so that people might come back after they've already enjoyed a video from this creator. She also occasionally updates her banner and avatar, usually based on special occasions. So thank you again, Rock Chick Beauty, for a super chat. She's done that countless times, and now it's time to spin the wheel again. Thank you to all of our memberships and super chats again. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. Now you look at that luck. Lori's Tech Time just came in. I just put them on the wheel, and they came up right away. So we're going to look at her channel. She's got 2 now. The very first channel brings us tech reviews, some of which come to us from a subscription service called Gadget Discovery Club. And then some of them are independent, but you can see she's done really well with these. When we get into shorts videos, it's a lot of variety, and you can see that Lori's having a good time playing with a lot of the effects and things like that that are on the other apps. People use these on Instagram, TikTok. Lori's doing fantastic on Instagram as well. I'm not on TikTok as much as anybody might think. I plan to spend a little more time over there, but I haven't been producing content there either, so that's half the reason. Lori's Tech Time is also going to bring us a lot of video gameplay on this channel. She mixes up the games to find different things that are, first of all, going to vibe with her audience, but things that she can play online with others, like Battle Cats, Fall Guys, and Among Us, as well as some other popular titles. And I'm just going to look at their other channel, which is Lori's Vlogs and Shorts. Now, this is another channel set up by this creator, and they plan on bringing us some vlogs, some product review type videos, as well as more shorts, as we would expect. They're already at 447 subscribers over here, so they have to be excited about the new restrictions, getting into the partner program at 500. They'll be there soon, but you can see some of these shorts have really taken off at 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, and even 8,000 views. Lori's Vlogs and Shorts and Lori's Tech Time. This creator has been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here in Tuber Chat for a very long time. I've lost count of how long it's been, but it's feeling like beyond 2 years now. Ace Flaw 1, I don't believe there's any special features that are unlocked at 5,000 on YouTube, but 10,000 unlocks a couple of different things. I'm getting close to 10,000 on my personal channel and hope to unlock that because it allows fundraising. And what that means is you're able to do a live stream where all the super chats and super stickers go directly to a registered nonprofit organization and bypass you completely, which is a wonderful thing to be able to do. So that's an idea. They used to unlock shopping, I think, at 10,000, but that seems to be open to everybody now, where you can do merchandise. Memberships used to be restricted to 30,000, but those are available to any monetized channel now, including those with 500. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get the next channel ready to go. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate it. And the thumbs up, of course. Thank you, everybody. We got 71 right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. And then we're back in 3.5 minutes. Again, we're going to look at Rushing Wind Mountain. All right, we're back and looking at Rushing Wind Mountain. So thank you everybody for your patience. Again, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. You know what it's like when you get into a premiere or live stream, get captivated by the conversation and the content and forget that thumbs up for a moment. That's why we give each other a lot of reminders, but it really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. We're at 74 right now. Rushing Wind Mountain is up, and this is a longtime friend. They've got 766 subscribers. They are literally out supporting everyone all the time. I think I saw them in Michael's Adventures premiere and Canadian Family Life's live stream right before Superchat as well. And that's not uncommon. I find them supporting others all the time. I put a lot of focus on that because it's always a great thing to run into your friends and see them supporting others. I'm going to put their latest video, their landscapes, into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to hopefully get caught up with them. Andel Homestead, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That's another longtime friend, a very supportive creator. When we look at the About page on this channel, they let us know that they're catching a lot of wildlife and nature. They're looking for relaxation, peace, and calm. However, they will probably find some funny and amusing moments that you can find scattered throughout their videos. As well, they've got shorts, and when we look at these, we see that they've already gotten into 3,000, 5,000, and even 6,000 views and beyond. Live streams are something they may pick up in the future, but we've got our notification bell on so that we can catch everything that comes up. And that's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, of course. So we'd love to push Rushing Wind Mountain towards 800 subscribers. And I know they'll be excited about that. Michael's Adventures, yeah, when I say anybody's got a lot of wildlife, it's interesting because Michael's Adventures has over 3,100 videos on his channel. As a matter of fact, he's now premiering, I think it's twice a day. I don't know if it's twice every day. But it was every day for a while, and now lately I think it's been close to twice every day. Coach Mary Ma is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. Coach Mary Ma wants to inspire and motivate others, considers themselves to be what we call a reset, or what they call a reset coach, and the idea is to help people become limitless and unstoppable, bringing out the best version of themselves. You can read about that on their About page, but you'll get the idea right away just from the thumbnails, the positive affirmations that are included. So they post videos frequently, and I see that they've got a new one. I'm just going to take the latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up with them. When we look at the shorts that they have, we find more bite-size information here, motivation, inspiration, a little bit of variety. These have already gotten into 1,300 and 1,600 views and beyond. And then live streams are frequent on the channel as well. It looks like they're doing these about once a week. So hopefully everybody will put that notification bell on. Make sure you catch these. We'd love to push Coach Mary Ma towards the 1,200 subscribers that they're thinking about. We see Coach Mary Ma out supporting others all the time as well. We'll spin the wheel and see what is up next. The Stock Explorer is going to help us with our finances. In the meantime, if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Stock Explorer is a dear friend and a channel that happens to be inland in Florida. So they let us know earlier in the week that they would be fine and safe from the storms. Which is great. The Stock Explorer wants to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed and down-to-earth way. They do that with everything from videos to shorts and live streams, including everything from beginner tutorials to advanced topics like options, trading, and NFTs. They often have product in hand. When we look at the live stream page, we'll see that they often have charts and graphs for us to see as well. Lately, they've been expanding the content. Their community's really growing, so they've been getting involved in things like lottery ticket scratching with a lot of other creators. There's a lot of friendly conversation. Sometimes they do StreamYard panels. It's been about 6 months now, but we did get together recently on Stock Explorer's channel for a live stream where we talked YouTube for about 2 straight hours. And anybody can go back and search that out on their channel. They're working on 1,800 subscribers. They're getting close. They got lots of shorts here, and this is what I talk about. Even when channels have niches or categories, we're seeing a lot of variety in shorts, but that's Nora right there, often with product in hand. Like I talk about, sometimes it's talking about stocks, and sometimes it's bringing us more variety. And then videos are occasional on the channel, but they've got tutorials here, and they're very forthcoming about their own stock and crypto plays as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Nora, the Stock Explorer. They're here as a member and a moderator. Every moderator on this channel is a dear friend of mine. They have been for a long time. They're all dear friends of each other. Pardon me, they all have different channels and they all do different things, but one of the things they all have in common is overwhelming sense of generosity, and for that reason, when you visit any of them on their channels for premieres and live streams, you'll be invited to meet more friends and family members the same way that we do here. Tropical Buzz is a second channel from the Stock Explorer where they want to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves. Of course, they're in Florida. Now, the Stock Explorer is an incredibly hard worker. Nora is the creator behind these channels. But in between the heavy workload that they carry, plus running these 2 channels, they expect to bring us some more content over here as well. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up. And yeah, a lot of the stock channels are going to talk to us about budgeting, motivation, inspiration, and saving money as well in different ways. Mr. Fulton Miraz is coming up. I'm literally referring to budgeting just because, and Lisa J. Stocks when I talk about that. Growing What I Eat, I put on the wheel twice, so we're 1 ahead there. I'm just going to get Mr. Fulton Miraz onto the screen. Now, this is a creator who's been with me over 3.5 years, actually. He's one of the first creators I met in the small YouTuber community, even though I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years. And I was really overwhelmed by the sense of generosity and a lot of creators willing to help each other. I'd never really seen anything like that before, where people were so willing to help. Now, I've been helped. I'd like to think I've helped others in the past, but I've never seen anything like this, where so many people literally take interest in each other's things and push as much as they can for each other. And hopefully, everybody will connect with Mr. Fulton Miraz. Now, after 600 episodes of Tuber Chat, he's still coming around to meet new creators, support others. He brings us a lot of interviews on his channel. There's a lot of variety here. He often has good news, and he takes us out for adventures as well. Well over 2,000 subscribers now. He's got some shorts on the channel. These have gotten into over 1,300 and 1,700 views. And then live streams are occasional on the channel. He's got one coming up next week. So hopefully everybody will connect with him. Mr. Fulton Miraz, like I said, another loyal and dedicated supporter. He has been for a very long time. Let's spin the wheel, and we'll see who's coming up next. Canadian Family Life is coming up, and I talked about this channel a couple of times. They're from New Brunswick. They just came into the Tuber Chat family a few months ago, but Tiffany already had incredible impact on all of us, so much so that I even mistook the idea of how long they've been with us for much longer, because they're out supporting creators so much. They just did a live stream today, and it was this one here, their husband's birthday. Yeah, I think it said Chris's birthday, right? And then they've actually just started a second channel, so we'll look at that in another moment. Now, Canadian Family Life is going to bring us a lot of grocery hauls, food bank hauls. They have some shorts on the channel as well, and some of these have really moved into 1,200, 1,400, one over 2,400 views. Videos are frequent. I'm just going to grab the latest video, ironically, about plants, actually, when we were just talking about the Stock Explorers other channel. So some garden updates here in between cooking videos and haul videos and Happy Mail videos. And Tiffany is making quite an impact on a lot of other creators by being a part of a lot of other StreamYard panels and supporting so many others as well, if that makes sense. So they're at 1,600 subscribers right now. We'd love to get them moving towards 1,700. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including Super Chats and memberships when we get there. And then we'll look at their next channel. And then hopefully I'll catch it right away. So it's slightly misspelled, but they'll fix that shortly. Canadian Family Life Hubby, and this is where Tiffany's husband has just started a channel. I'm going to take their latest video, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with another piece of content. We'd love to push them up to the 30 subscribers. They're probably thinking about right now, a little bit farther on the road to the first 100. And we know how supportive Tiffany is, so my guess is that her husband will be right there beside her. And I always find it to be extra special when we have in real life friends, family members, married couples, things like that, even when they have separate channels but supporting each other wholeheartedly. And you'll hear me talk about family togetherness on a lot of channels as well. Thank you, Andale Homestead. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. And let's spin the wheel. We'll see who's coming up next. If anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now, and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals that are sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So Scratch and Pete PA is up right now, and this creator I describe as one of the most supportive that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. He's here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, has been a dear friend for a very long time, and I don't know how anybody could be so blessed, but he literally supports every single thing that I do on every single channel that I touch, for which I'm grateful and will be eternally. Especially when we talk about the idea of generosity, you'll hear me say every single day here that we want to collectively think together and individually about the idea of giving much more to others than we expect for ourselves. Scratch and Pete PA has supported literally everything I've done on every channel that I've touched ever since we had met well over 3 years ago now. But this particular creator puts out one video a week usually on Tuesdays. He's expanded his content a little bit lately, but Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern he puts out a video that lasts about 15 or 20 minutes. If you think about that, it would be impossible for me to ever repay the support that Scratch and Pete PA has given here, myself or us in the Tuber Chat family, and yet he does it anyway. This is what I'm talking about. So a shining example of the generosity that I speak about all the time. Anybody would agree Tuber Chat wouldn't be what it is without Scratch and Pete PA and our other moderators. These are incredibly supportive creators. There are a lot of supportive creators here for which I'm grateful. You'll hear in the stories that I tell about lots of creators and their over-the-top generosity, not just here, but for each other and for others. But I just happen to talk about that with our moderators. So Scratch and Pete PA has got his premiere set up for Tuesday. I've got my notification on for that now. This creator always posts with perfect consistency every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail for well over 2.5 years now. I'm just double checking to make sure that my math is right on that. Yes. And Scratch and PPA is working on 1,700 subscribers. This creator recently expanded their content. Now, they bring us lottery ticket scratching, but they put out a couple of shorts and a live stream from a vacation in Italy recently, and we're hoping for some more content, so we'll keep an eye on the channel. We've always got the notification bell on so that we can catch everything possible. Now, Scratch and Pete PA puts presentation at the forefront of his mind. You can see that on his channel. His bright, beautiful avatar is matched by the thumbnails on his videos, and his banner is updated every week as well. This particular creator brings us what's called the Scratch Challenge series of videos. Typically what happens is he pits a couple of lottery tickets against each other, and we're going to see what's going to happen in the next video, because he was doing something different for the month of August. But he gives us the chance to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, which of course I do. It sets us a series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. But you're also going to notice that Scratch and PPA has one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most other. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer, Hilda DC, VS Speaks Royally, Garden State Gardener, for instance. And it's a lot of fun to be a part of. It's very fast-paced and very high energy. So hopefully everybody will catch him for a premiere so that you can see what I'm talking about. And some of us literally like text each other and have alarms on our phones because of it. Neil Collects is our featured channel for today, and they're gifting another membership. They've done this countless times already. Scratching Wolf will have picked that up, and they happen to still be here. So I'm going to put Scratching Wolf on the wheel right now. And we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Elise's Adventures in Cruising is coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on for us. And I'm going to try to drink a little bit more. Keep that voice going a little bit better. Elise's Adventures in Cruising. She's been posting a little bit of stuff lately. I can't remember. Did I catch you for a live stream the other day? Maybe not. Was it a premiere, or am I mistaken? I'm not sure. No, that's a month ago. I think I must have seen that this video came up. I'm going to put this video, the latest one, in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit. They got 372 subscribers over here, and we'd love to push them towards the 400 they're thinking about. They'll give you a idea about the fun videos, pictures, tips and tricks, and memories of cruise vacations that they plan to bring us. And then shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,300 and 1,600 views. There's a bit of variety here, along with the cruising, and then as well live streams. So they just did one yesterday, and we'll keep an eye on the channel because they seem to be doing these a couple times a week, as a matter of fact. So hopefully I'll catch you for one of these. We have notification bells on for every channel, of course. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen in a second here, and Big Dude is coming up. Actually, we're going to look at 2 channels right now. You've heard me say it many times, but one of the things I find to be just wonderful on YouTube is when we find in real life friends and family members supporting each other, because it's not as common as I wish that it was. Not that people don't support each other, but we don't always have multiple family members in real life with YouTube channels able to support each other. So Big Dude came into Tuber Chat a couple of months ago. I think it's getting on a few months ago now. This creator is going to inspire us in a spiritual way. Now, they bring us a lot of shorts, and some of these have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great to see. Videos on the channel are fairly frequent. We'll see if they're going to put up another one. It's almost been a couple of weeks. And live streams are always frequent. I'm going to take the latest one from today and put this in my catch-up list. They bring a lot of Bible study into their live streams. Now, this creator is often seen with another creator called Cocomojo13, and they happen to be in real life cousins. So shortly after Big Dude came into the Tuber Chat family, he invited Cocomojo13, and now, like I said, we often see them together. They're here in Tuber Chat, both of them, almost every single day. The only exception is literally when they're gone to church. So 82 subscribers for Cocomojo13 right now. They've got some shorts on their channel that have gotten past 500 views. We'd love to see those continue, so hopefully they'll post more and more. Lots of Bible study on this channel as well in the live streams. And then videos are more occasional from Cocomojo13. I'm going to take their latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's a live stream replay from today. And that will give you a few watch minutes there, and we see a little bit more variety here from Cocomojo13. But I appreciate the generosity from both of you, of course. And like I said, I think it's that much extra special when we find in real life friends and family members supporting each other. Day One Adventures is coming up next. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Day One Adventures is here with 811 subscribers. I see they've got a new video from a couple of days ago. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them. You can see that they intend on bringing us events, travel, movies, and food. They mix up the content quite well in those respects, as a matter of fact. You can get more information on their About page. They talk about a lot of different things. And then when we get into looking at the thumbnails, we can see the variety in their videos. I'm going to look at the shorts next. Of course, I've taken a great interest in shorts over a long period of time now. These have gotten well over 3,000 views into 3,100, 3,200 and beyond. And then we'll keep the notification bell on in case they start live streams as well. And then let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen in a second. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Another incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who happens to be a fellow Canadian is Just Jason Keto, who has officially hit 1,000 subscribers. I wondered if we might be lucky enough to catch him right before that at about 990. I forget if he had 986 or something like that the other day, but it was a little bit shorter. I thought we'd be streaming on Saturday, but I wasn't able to do it, so we came on today. But we've all got to be excited to see that Just Jason Keto has joined the 1,000 club over here. It's obviously a very important magical milestone in all of our YouTube journeys. I'm just going to take his latest video, though. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. This creator wants to help us with healthy eating, healthy living, and obviously with some positive motivation. Keep on thriving. Why just survive when you can thrive is the motto here on the channel. Oh, they got a push from a big channel as well. That's great, Just Jason Keto. They're here with us. They're here with us every day, actually. Be Amazing Sylvia, good to see you in the house. She is a friend since the beginning of Tuber Chat, part of the original Drop the Link Day crew as well. Be Amazing Sylvia's channel is just exploding. We'll look at that soon enough. Gloria's Platter, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. She's a longtime friend as well. And when we look at next stop is 3,000 hours, yes, for Just Jason Keto. When we look at this channel, I put your latest video in my catch-up list already. I'm interested to seeing what you're gonna say in this product review video. This creator brings us a lot of tips and tricks and recipes with tutorials and hacks, actually, to help us get more value out of some of the things we're going to buy or make when we think about a keto-based diet or lifestyle. They do a lot of product reviews as well. One of the things you'll notice on the channel are a lot of interviews from creators where or I say creators, forgive me, influencers that are able to share their life experiences and their own tips and tricks with us as well. Some of you who've tried to follow a keto-based diet or lifestyle know the challenges that can come along. It doesn't have to be, but you know what I mean. And a little bit of motivation from each other can be very helpful. So it's always interesting to hear these conversations. Coco Mojo 13, thank you again for that membership. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Carrie Leonard is a new channel as well. I know they came in over from Canadian Family Life, I believe. But thank you for being here, and hopefully everybody's welcoming them into the Tuber Chat family. Just Jason Keto brings live streams as well. Some of these can be StreamYard panels, but often they are a chance to either get to know Jason or talk about his tips and tricks as well for keeping on track with a keto-based diet or lifestyle, if that makes sense. One of the things I've found about this channel is that whether it's a live stream or a premiere that you catch, Just Jason Keto is always keeping up very well with the chat, and they have a vibrant community of people who are willing to help each other with other tips, tricks, and motivation and inspiration, as a matter of fact. So I find myself compelled to participate in the chat whenever I'm over there. But I'm sure you will too. So this creator's just working on their watch hours now. They will be willing to swap playlists. So if anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, pardon me while I just catch up with a couple things. Rambling with the Brooms is in the house. They happen to be a member and moderator, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right now. Kristen Welton also is coming up next. Just Jason Keto, forgive me, I still have not opened that package, and I don't mean to procrastinate or delay so long. I literally filled my plate way too full over the month of August, and I destroyed my filming area. We set up this new filming area last year, and some of you have seen some of my product review videos where you can see I've got this magnificent table now, and it's all gray background and everything so that all the products can really kind of pop a little bit better. But the videos have been performing a little bit better for that reason as well. But I filled it with all kinds of stuff. All my sound equipment and everything else is all over the place. I plan on getting that cleaned up maybe as early as tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and then I'll get a Happy Mail video going on. Just Jason Keto sent over a package, and then hopefully I'll get that open sooner than later. And thank you, Gloria's Platter. She's bringing us good news all the time. I think she just got in from a vacation too, am I right? An anniversary, yes, very good. Oh, there you go. Yes, they did get they were on vacation. And then let's go for 3.5 minutes. We're coming back with Kristen Welton, and then I'll put Rambling with the Brooms on the Wheel of Doom. All right, we're back and looking at Kristen Welton's channel. This is my love. She's here as a member and a moderator. I know she's out of the chat right now, so she mentioned just, well, she was going to give up her spot on the wheel, but I figure we'll go through the channel really quickly. Butler Family Farm, good to see you here. We were looking at Just Jason Keto right before we went on break there, and I didn't show his shorts videos. But if you have a look at the shorts on Just Jason Keto's channel, you're going to find a lot of healthy looking stuff, particularly on the grill. And things like that. But one of his shorts videos has got over 22,000 views, which I've seen actually, and I hope everybody will have a look at that, because I think there's a good hint as to some captivating content in the shorts on Just Jason Keto's channel. Blue Chicken, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And Crafting with Amy, good to see you here. Destiny's Lifestyle Vlog still's in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So, we're about halfway through the stream. We can stay up to another hour and a half if everybody would like to. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the wheel and the screen. So, when we look at Kristen Welton's channel, she's here as a member and a moderator. This creator brings a lot of beauty more than anything else, but she does a lot of product reviews, unboxing, sponsored videos now as well. And some of her product reviews are the videos that have done the best for her. She has an interesting color scheme for her channel, which you'll notice brings a branding aspect to the channel. So she's got a avatar that matches the banner, that matches the color scheme on the thumbnails, bright bold headshots as well, which will make this creator recognizable. Obviously a dynamic host, you can see that. She gets into shorts videos and has had some great success there, getting 19,000, 21,000, 28,000. Some of you recognize Trouble Von Cuddlepuss and Spiky Bruiser. They've both made cameo, I can't help but laugh when I see them, cameo appearances here on Superchat, as a matter of fact. And then live streams are occasional on this channel, but she might be indoors, she might be outdoors, might be taking us on an adventure, giving us a chance to get to know her, telling a story, or collaborating with another creator. So I hope everybody will connect with her. She is monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and she is right on the verge of having 1,800 subscribers. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Meditation Paradise Land is actually a longtime friend with a new name for the channel. They just renamed this not too long ago, and this is Carlene Geisha. This is somebody who's always been known to bring us relaxing content with positive affirmations. So they've got another video. I'm going to put this new one into my catch-up list from a couple days ago. That's a playlist I use to keep caught up with creators. And we see that Meditation Paradise Land is now working on 2,500 subscribers. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Shorts videos on this channel are going to bring us bite-size positive affirmations, getting into 1,300, 1,400, and even 1,900 views. And then when we get into live streams, we see that these are frequent as well, daily almost for the last several days. So we'll keep an eye on the channel. We've always got notification bells on for everybody, so we have the best chance of catching everything we can from each other. Thank you, Gloria's Platter. Hopefully we'll see you again shortly. The Hillbilly Chicken Ranch we looked at earlier, Susan dropped a super chat. She's done that countless times, actually, but that means we're one channel ahead, so we can skip forward and get to the next channel. This is an interesting one to look at because this channel has had an enormous amount of impact on myself. This is Elevate with Vern, and some of you remember me talking about a channel called Vern's Junk Closet. She was with me for our 100, 200, 300, and 400th episode of Tuber Chat, where we talked about tips and tricks and a little bit of behind-the-scenes storytelling about different channels and our own experiences. But Elevate with Vern is one of the creators that I met about 3.5 years ago, a little bit longer than that now, actually. that was so overwhelmingly generous in the idea of helping others, including myself, of course, so much so that she inspired the beginnings of Tuberchat, actually. And it was interesting because between her, Be Amazing Sylvia, Mr. Fulton Mraz, the Hoops Family Network, and a few other creators that I talk about, Andy from Aceflaw 1, for instance, when I said, hey, I'm going to do a channel that does the same thing you do, helping people connect to each other, they didn't say, go find your own niche, go do your own thing, don't copy us, there's too many, and blah, blah, blah. They said, we'll help you build it. And I couldn't believe the overwhelming generosity in these creators. But Elevate with Vern is very well known as my YouTube BFF. We've been on each other channels many times. We have a surprising amount in common, as a matter of fact, but we've become dear friends and have shared a lot of knowledge with each other. Elevate with Vern was instrumental in helping get the Tuberchat channel going. So I hope everybody will connect with her. She's well over 5,200 subscribers now. She continues to help people connect with each other. She's live all the time. I think she goes live just about every day, as a matter of fact. She's got some shorts on the channel, and she brings pure variety into her videos, including inspiration, motivation, unboxing videos, product reviews, and other content. She has got 1,600 and 1,700 views on some of these shorts. Live streams are frequent, like I said, almost daily. As you can see, she's usually inspiring and bringing motivation, but she's been known to do lots of StreamYard panels. I've joined her on her channel a couple of times. She's joined me on my channel a couple of times. She's been here on Tuberchat as the only other StreamYard panelist ever to come up, but she shares her knowledge and is an incredibly generous creator. So monetize, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Of course, she's a member and a moderator here. And then I'm just going to show you her front page because she's got another channel called VMAX Show, and this is where we get a more behind the scenes look at this creator. But when we see the content here, she might mix up a lot of variety, and this channel only posts occasionally now. She's got some shorts here that have hit over 1,800 views, one of them, and then live stream she's done as well. So we'll see if she's going to pick up on this channel again, working on 800 subscribers over here. My flock is everywhere. Thank you for the super chat again. I really do appreciate that. That's the second time they've done that today. They're doing that so that I'll put up Blue Chicken, so I'll do that right now. That's a longtime friend, actually, and Butler Family Farm will be the next channel that we look at. And let me just let YouTube know with the filters that we're looking for Blue Chicken. Now, Blue Chicken is a popular name for a channel, so we want to match the avatar here. But this particular creator recently changed their name as well. So I'm going to put their handle in the chat, and that'll help you get to them a little bit easier. It really helps when we search, find, and click on each other's channels, and the channels that are hardest to find are the ones who need our help the most, actually. Blue Chicken has 394 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. I'm just going to look at their videos page here. Most of what they do is quite short, so I'm just going to take their it's not a latest video. This is from a year ago, but this is the second video they've got on their front page. I'm just going to take this one because it's on the front page. I'll put that in my catch-up list here. But I noticed they've got some shorts as well. When I look at the popular tab, we see that some of these have gotten into the thousands of views. 9,500, 14,000, 37,000 on one of these, and obviously lots of variety we see from this creator as well. Live streams are occasional, but they just did one a few days ago, so we'll see if they're going to keep those up, and hopefully everybody will enjoy pushing them towards the 400 subscribers that they're thinking about. So I wasn't supposed to spin the wheel, but we've got it done anyway. That's okay. Butler Family Farm is going to come up right now. Thank you again. My flock is everywhere. Like I said, they did that even earlier in the stream, but it's wonderful to see creators supporting each other like that. Let's look at Butler Family Farm. And Be Amazing Sylvia will come up in another moment. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And when we look at Butler Family Farm, we see an interesting channel because this is a farming channel that is going to bring us 116 acres. Now, it's interesting because the creators behind this channel actually make them a part of the YouTube community by going out to a lot of meetups and things like that. They've got a couple of live streams coming up, including a monetization celebration a couple of weeks from now, which I got to make sure I catch. Just as a note for everybody in the chat, I try to make it especially to celebrations. I'm doing as much as everybody, you know, as much as all we can do is as much as we can do, but I'm trying to do the same as everybody does, supporting as much as I possibly can. And then what I try to make sure, though, is that I can catch celebrations. If there's a birthday and I know about it in advance, or especially monetization celebrations, I try to make sure I'm in everybody's monetization celebration if you're going to do one. Now, they got one coming up in 2 weeks, but that's just a side note as well. They do a lot of StreamYard panels, but one of the things they do is go out to a lot of meetups as well. And when they've done this, they've actually done a lot of streaming. So one of the things they did was a Mid-America meetup where 80 other channels were with them here. And they streamed for 3 straight days, which I was grateful for because I caught a lot of that. So it's wonderful to see them making themselves truly a part of the community. Now, they're already over 1,800 subscribers and well on their way towards 1,900. When we look at the shorts, we see they've got over 3,300 views here, 4,300 views on another one. Lots of variety here with between the farming content on the channel. They've got a brand new video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up. And then they describe on their About page what they bring for us. So they've got bees on the farm now, which is new. But they've got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, and then some pets, dogs and cats, of course. And then they bring us other activities. They've actually really expanded the content, but they intend on bringing us bowling and woodworking, fiber crafts, blacksmithing, gaming, as well as gardening and travel when they're going to do that. Like I said, including those meetups. So that's 116 acres of homesteading and farming goodness here. And I group a lot of creators together, of course, like farming, ranching, gardening, typical homesteading, and other outdoor channels as well. Because of the generosity of the creators, we see a lot of similarity. So Butler Family Farm is here with us, I think, every day as well. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. Be Amazing Sylvia is up right now. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate that greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then, pardon me, I'm just scanning through the chat here because I think I missed something. Maybe not. That's okay. And then, yes, but Butler Family Farm, you do a great job, and I really appreciate it. So, Be Amazing Sylvia is another friend that's been here from about the beginning of Tuber Chat, and this channel is just on a growth explosion right now, and I'll show you why in a few minutes. Be Amazing Sylvia is one of the 7 members that made up the original Drop the Link Day crew, along with Elevate with Fern. Some of you know Geo. I can't remember for the life of me if Marlene was in the Drop the Link Day crew, but all of these creators, along with Ranger and a couple of others, allow people to meet in their channels, premieres and live streams, in a similar way to what we do here. Now, it's not that there's a right way or a wrong way to connect. a lot of different creators who do similar things to Tuber Chat, which are called growth streams. This is certainly not the first. A lot of these creators were inspirational in this channel's creation, but there's lots of different ways to connect. You just want to make sure that you follow the instructions that each channel has. They'll spell it out for you, of course. And here in Tuber Chat, we always put our instructions in the video description. We stick to the same procedure and formula because it's worked for us for over 3 years now. But Be Amazing Sylvia runs streams specifically so that people can connect. I'm going to set my notification on for one of these right now. As well, we look at the videos and we see she's posted a few new ones lately. I'm going to take the latest one. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a bit. You can see she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. When we go through her thumbnails, we see that she's bringing tons of variety. Some of it's motivation and inspiration. She does everything from product reviews and unboxings to StreamYard panels with other creators. And Be Amazing Sylvia streams frequently, so you see that right now. She's usually doing a couple a week. She's monetized, lots of ways to support her, of course. When we get into the shorts, we're going to see the magic that's happening on this channel right now. Some of these have gotten 200, 500,000, 573,000, 748,000 views on some of these shorts, and her channel is now approaching 11.8. She's getting close to 12,000 subscribers. You know, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of, let's say, even 3,000 and beyond. Intro to Mills, good to see you in the house. Forgive me, I did see you earlier. Forgive me for not saying hello. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody in the chat. Sylvia's Daily Positivity is a second channel this creator has started. They post occasionally here with 270 subscribers. They want to bring us more positivity, motivation, and inspiration with both videos and shorts. So hopefully everybody will connect with Be Amazing Sylvia on both of her channels. I'm thinking I got to turn the robots down even on this channel, actually. I've got them so frequent. What I'm talking about are those messages. You see Stream Elements just pounding the chat there. Feathered Friends Homestead is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. 373 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 400. We know that they're thinking about. And we see some shorts front and center on the channel. This is a channel I'm still getting to know, but we see that some of their shorts have already gotten into 1,500 views and beyond. Lots of variety here. And then let's read the About page for a quick second. They're in rural Colorado. Rural Colorado. I don't know why that's such a tongue twister for me. They love farming, gardening, cooking, baking, canning, and home preserving. They also raise a lot of feathered friends. And you can read more about that on the About page. When we get into their videos, we see that I am a little bit behind. I'm going to grab one of their latest best tacos ever. So we might put that to the test. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to get caught up with them a little bit. Yeah, I can see I'm far behind. Lots of delicious-looking content on the channel, though. There's some more they did a lot of canning a few months ago, actually. I'm thinking about doing some of that for myself. I don't know if Just Jason Keto is still in the house. I always feel like I got to call out Just Jason Keto every time I talk about making healthier eating decisions, because he really is inspiring. But there's a few channels that are inspiring the idea. And one of the things I've been doing for the last couple of months now is eating a lot more, let's say, pickles, olives, and beets. And that's to try to curb the cravings for things like chocolate and stuff like that. When I'm like, I'm not hungry enough for a meal. I don't want bread. I don't want pasta. I don't want something heavy. But I just need something right now to get me like through a moment. I do a bit of that. I did it right before Tuber Chat, actually. The idea, of course, is small, better decisions here and there over a long period of time are going to have great impact. So I'm hoping for that. But Feathered Friends Homestead is going to show us a lot of canning, so I really should go back over a couple of these videos because I'm thinking about doing some of my own. You know, beets are apparently very healthy. I could really use them, but I don't know how healthy the ones are that I eat out of the can, you know, or not the can, but the jar, the Bic stuff or whoever's making it. I don't even remember what's on the label. You know, I'm sure they got their share of sugar and everything else, but I don't even know if the beets are real. And that's the biggest thing, right? So I'd like to take care of that. Any kind of whole food is better than processed junk, yes, for sure. But that's an idea. You know what I mean? And I don't mind the idea of spending a bit of time to learn how to do a little bit of this for myself, possibly. So, Feathered Friends Homestead, hopefully I'll take inspiration from your channel as well. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Rambling with the Brooms is canning their own maple syrup, as a matter of fact. And I'm looking forward to bothering Scott about that during the next maple syrup season. And forgive me, everybody, I know we're still in summer for right this second, but I'm looking forward to maple syrup season. Ben Cyan Games is coming up. We'll see what they got going on. Yeah, there is a chocolate diet, actually. There is. Well, at least I've heard of something like that. I mean, there's almost a diet for almost every type of thing. One of the things that I find frustrating, if you want to know what really grinds my gears, I'll tell you what's been doing that lately, is that I get into different stores. And even walking through, a place like Walmart where they've got an abundant shelf full of all kinds of different products, when I see the word keto on a lot of different things, it's chocolate and peanut butter, chocolate and peanut butter, chocolate and peanut butter. And I'm like, is the point supposed to be that I eat this instead of the other chocolate peanut butter? Or is the point supposed to be that I learn to not want the chocolate and peanut butter all the time? And I can't figure that out. Ben Cyan Games is doing a lot of streaming, almost in a marathon style. They're almost streaming 24 hours a day a lot of days. They're live right now. They're live most of the time. They bring some games. That's words on stream, I think it's called. It's like Words with Friends, but words on stream. That's one of those games that plugs in the chat. They bring a little bit of video gameplay. They do some talking head videos and live streams as well. A little bit of tech tips and tricks. They've got some shorts here, but one of these has still been moving, pardon me, into well over 500,000 views, which is great to see. They've got videos as well. They come out with some more I thought this was going to be video gameplay. Yeah, it is video gameplay on this video, a little bit more variety. I'm going to take the latest video, though. I'm going to put that in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up a little bit. And this creator's over 4,100 subscribers, which is great. I'm sure that shorts video is driving a bit of that, which is wonderful. They're thinking about updating their banner as well. Broken Hearts Ministry is coming up next. We'll see what they got going on. Jose Fantasticville, good to see you here. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go on break for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with this channel. But if anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it. And then we'll come back and we'll look at Gail Southern Living and her 2 other channels. All right, we're looking at a new channel from somebody who's been a dear friend for a very long time. Gail Southern Living is very well known in the Tuber Chat family, and she's somebody who I can tell you truly has my back personally in the YouTube street. She cares very much about her YouTube community and family. She brings 3 channels to us now, and the third one has a special message. I'll leave it to you to read about that in the About page here. But this creator's got a couple of new videos as well, so I'm just going to grab her latest video, put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with her a little bit. Shorts videos on the channel have already started to move. One of them over 2,100 views, which is great to see. Live streams are already frequent on the channel. She's really pushing over here, so almost every day. Hopefully everybody will catch her. I've got the notification bell on for every channel, of course, so hopefully I'll catch her soon enough. When we look at this creator, we know that she's got 2 more channels, Gail Southern Living and another one I'm going to show you in a moment. One of the things she's known for is the Fall Fest 23 giveaway. This is a special video, so I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with her a little bit and watch that particular video. This was a monster collaboration from last year with close to 70 channels. I'm not even sure how far she's gotten here. Gail Southern Living is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. She's working on 2,600 subscribers. She's got shorts over here that have gotten into 3,800, 4,600 views. One breakout shorts over 18,000, which is great to see. And then live streams over here are frequent as well, usually about once a week. She's got a couple coming up, one of them with just Jason Keto, which is going to be great to see. And then she's going to talk about the giveaway from the Fall Fest 23 collaboration in a few weeks. So I've got notifications on for both of these. I'm hoping to catch both of them. Gail Southern Living happens to have done 2 different how to use Tuber Chat videos on 2 of her channels, including Gail's Crafts and Coupons, which we'll look at in a second here. And that's to help her friends get value out of their time here when they can be here. We'll see what she's got going on this channel. When we get into her videos, we see first of all she's working on 1,100 subscribers. There's more variety over here, but she wants to help us save a little bit of money, talking about couponing, now getting into other reviews like Temu is so popular, obviously growing very rapidly. Let's look at shorts on the channel. These have started to get into 4,100, even 4,700 views and beyond. Lots of variety like we see from a lot of creators. And then live streams are something that she's done in the past. We'll see if they're going to keep up. We've got the notification bell on for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content as we can as well. Oh, forgive me, rambling with the Brooms. I was hoping I was going to be able to get into your Friday night stream, and then even after I had said I probably wasn't going to be able to be in there, my whole schedule ended up changing. And I struggle. Fridays are almost an impossibility for me. Midlife Travels is up right now with 86 subscribers, and this is a channel I'm still getting to know. Did we look at this channel already? I feel like we looked at their channel earlier today. I'm 99% sure. So if anybody noticed, please correct me if I'm wrong. Scratch and PPA might have noticed. But I think we looked at them already. Word up, Cobra Gaming. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I think I just ripped off somebody's chance to be on the wheel too, or on the screen. If anybody noticed that mistake, I think it was going to be Knit, Pearl, and Squirrel with Granny D Thompson. We'll get them up. If I made a mistake, we'll try to fix that. Cobra Gaming's been added to the wheel. I'm rushing. I'm doing 2 things at once here, but we got lots of time. We can stay up to another 45 minutes or so if everybody would like. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. I figured As soon as I put it up, I thought about that. Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D Thompson has over 7,000 subscribers now. This creator's monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're posting like crazy. Look at all these videos. They're posting sometimes even more than once a day. I'm just going to take the latest one, put this in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. Posting frequently obviously is helping. Shorts on the channel have gotten into 1,200 and 1,300 views. A little bit of variety over here. Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D Thompson. They got a little bit of information on their about page. Lots of affiliate stuff here as well. Forgive me while I'm dancing around their channel here. Let's look at the shorts, and we see a lot of fibercraft ideas, a little bit of outdoor footage here. And then live streams are something that's frequent. I believe I've caught her a few times. At least once? Yeah, not more than one. I thought I caught her more than once 3 weeks ago, but I've got the notification bell on. Hopefully I'll catch her again shortly. Coco Mojo 13, thank you so much for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Roadhog, yeah, I've got you on the wheel. You've been on there for a while. Actually, we never know how long it's going to take to come up. Coco Mojo 13, thank you so much for that super chat. We looked at that channel earlier. And then The Adventures of Kenny and Debbie, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Corinne's Life is here as a member and a moderator. I'm going to get them onto the wheel right now. And I'll spin. We'll get another channel ready to go. And thank you for that, Coco Mojo 13. We always put channels on the screen right away when they drop a super chat like that, but we looked at that channel earlier. We always look at Coco Mojo 13 and Big Dude together. And those creators motivate us in a spiritual way and inspire us, is what I meant to say. Rambling with the Brooms is another longtime friend, the newest addition to our moderator squad, as a matter of fact. He comes to us from the Ottawa area in Canada. And all that fluff and stuff, I've got you on the wheel from Australia. Rambling with the Brooms has over 1,700 subscribers. We'd love to push him towards the 1,800 he's thinking about. You recognize Scott because he's been on many other channels, including Garden State Gardener and Butler Family Farm. This particular creator brings us homesteading content from Canada, and when we look at his shorts videos, we're going to see some of that Canadian weather in his most popular shorts at 1,600, 3,000 views, one over 7,700. Now, he brings a lot of variety, but also motivation, inspiration. Scott is somebody who wants to help other channels grow as well. We've met lots of friends through him. He'll always want to promote channels and help them grow when you're over there. He has got a couple of series of live streams, Shenanigan Fridays as well as Procrastination Thursdays. And he brings up a lot of StreamYard panelists and introduces us to other channels there as well. One project that he's got going on right now is a cruise with Lazy Days Ahead, Jesse and Lisa over here. That's the mod father. And these creators are putting together a cruise to Alaska, and they've got a few videos on both of their channels that are very informative. That cruise is going to go from Seattle to Alaska in the summer, August of 2025. This particular live stream, which they simulcasted, has well over 2 hours of information from their travel agent talking not only about their cruise, but cruising in general. So very informative. And then Henry Nelson, good to see you here. And I think I missed a channel. Patrick Hollett is here from Canada as well. Rambling with the Brooms brings us variety on the channel. A lot of outdoor footage, sometimes indoor footage, stories to be told, collaborations with other creators, product reviews now as well. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. You'll definitely meet more friends and family members when you're over there. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. The Numis Maniac is here, and this creator is another fellow Canadian just by chance. They've got a really short new video, but I'm going to put this in my catch-up list right now. What they bring us more than anything else is numismatic collectible coins, a little bit of talk of precious metals and silver stacking. I believe this is where we met Neil Collects, as a matter of fact, and the host of this channel is known as The Skipper. He's got a second channel called Santa Claus North Pole Canada, I believe, and that comes out during the Christmas season. And this creator gives us an opportunity to get messages right through Santa Claus, which is really cool. They've got live streams. I've been able to catch them a couple of times. They've got lively StreamYard panels with conversation on them as well. And these creators will help us understand numismatic collectibles as well as precious metals, of course. Another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, Peter Dell. Good to see you here from Australia also. Pardon me, Corinne's life is coming up right now. I'm choking on nothing over here. The Bud Files are in the house. We'll see what they've got going on. They're here with us every day as well. I see them out supporting others. And they'll take Corinne's life's place on the wheel. When we look at Corinne's life, we see another fellow Canadian. This is all just coincidence, but this creator comes to us from Nova Scotia, and they are bringing us a vlogging channel that literally encompasses everything that is Corinne's life. A great chance to get to know her. She could be cooking, she could be doing a haul video, a product review, she could be giving us a story to be told, taking us out on an adventure, possibly traveling. And then as well, this creator is doing really well with shorts videos. And some of these have gotten into the thousands of views, many over 7,000 here, one over 9,000 that's still moving. And one breakout short's over 77,000. She's known to live stream frequently, so she's expecting to bring a few live streams, maybe even as early as this week, and monetize. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This creator, with over 2,100 subscribers, gives us a great chance to see how merchandise is made. She runs a business called Lighthouse and Anchor Designs and prints everything from hats to t-shirts to mugs like the one I hold in my hand every day. Anything that can be printed, Christmas ornaments, vinyl stickers, and things like that. And it's wonderful to see that we can get a behind-the-scenes look at how the merchandise is made on this channel when she brings us behind-the-scenes videos, as well as we can use the channel as a resource when it's time to think about merchandise for our own channels and businesses as well. Pardon me, Corinne's life has been a dear friend for a very long time, and happens to be here as a member and a moderator, which means, you know, we have a lot of channels in the Tuber Chat family, but all of our moderators allow people to meet in the exact same way that we do here in Tuber Chat as well. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up in a second. And Pedrosa Travel, good to see you here. Cobra Gaming is coming up. And Carrie Leonard, I think they mean to say they've got 7 videos now. It's a fairly new channel, which is great to see. They might have just put up something new. Cobra Gaming's a longtime friend, and this is somebody who really mixes up the gameplay on their channel. Video shorts, live streams over there. And then thank you, Peter Dell. Yeah, I don't do that very often. I was a DJ in a past life, but I managed to get a couple of streams in this year for a special event. But thank you for that. I might need just a quick second here. Pardon me, we'll be right back. Yeah, Cobra Gaming had some luck today. They just came in not too long ago, and they're already on the wheel and already on the screen. Cobra Gaming has 1,900 subscribers. So like I said, they mix up the video gameplay. Lots of Grand Theft Auto here, but there's other titles on the channel, of course. Videos, I'm just taking the latest one to put in my catch-up list right now, but you can see they got tons and tons and tons of stuff here. Shorts videos on the channel haven't done too badly either. They've had a few breakout shorts at 15,000, 29,000, 34,000, and then live streams are frequent on the channel. I've caught them here many, many, many times. They stream almost every day, it looks like, and they mix up the gameplay here, as you can see. Now, there is something interesting about this creator as well. Cobra Vlogs brings us a second channel where they talk about tips, tricks, tech, and tutorials. And this is the same creator behind Cobra Gaming. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time. It's getting on probably 2.5 years now. Could be longer. 335 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 400 they're thinking about. They've got some shorts here. One of them is over 500 views, which is great to see. Videos are frequent. They've got a brand new video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, and that will give me a chance to keep caught up with what they're talking about here. Let's spin the wheel and all that fluff and stuff. We'll see what they've got going on. And yeah, Peter Dell, there's lots of different ways to monetize channels, lots of different ways to build extra streams of income. A lot of people are going to find that shorts and ads will eventually be the smallest part of the monetization on a lot of channels. There's affiliate programs, there's obviously fan funding and merchandise on YouTube channels and things like that as well. But, you know, even the ones and twos can matter for a lot of creators, right? You're always going to have something that's going to be the number one stream of income when you're monetized, but those little bits always help, especially from multiple sources or channels, if that makes sense. All that fluff and stuff is here with 4,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 5,000 that they're going to be thinking about very soon. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. This creator behind this channel is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been for what I believe is about 3 years 3 years now. This channel started with a lot of water-based activities, mud crabbing, reef fishing, snorkeling. They would take us out on the water both for videos and for live streams, but they really expanded their content a long time ago. They got into some cooking live streams as well. They've put out some produced content lately, and they come to us from the Whit Sundays in Australia. Lots of outdoor activities, of course. Shorts on the channel have really moved. They're the first creator to give us the hint as to using shorts to promote long form content. Now lots of other creators, including YouTube itself, is talking more about that these days. So 9,700 views on one of these, 14,000, 16,000, which is great to see. And live streams are occasional on the channel, so we'll see if they'll pick those back up. We've got notification bells on for every channel, of course. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, and the idea of catching as much content as possible from each other. Let's look at Scratching Wolf, who picked up a gifted membership today. We'll see what they've got going on. I'm looking forward to watching another one of their videos, because they have a voice that I want to listen in for. 397 subscribers on this channel. Scratching Wolf, of course, more than anything else, wants to talk to us about lottery ticket scratching, but they've got a bit more variety. Now, I'm still getting to know the channel, but I'm just going to grab the latest video that they've got here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to catch up with them a little bit. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that over time I get to know channels. By watching content over weeks and months, I get to know the content on the channel. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. So Scratching Wolf has got some shorts here. They're very soon going to cross over into 1,000 views, which is great to see. And then live streams are something they seem to be doing fairly frequently. Could be as much as once a week coming up, so we've got notification bells on for that as well. So that's Scratching Wolf. They're fairly new to Tuber Chat, just being here a few times now, but they've got the gifted membership today, which is really cool. And the Bud Files is coming up next. We'll see what they've got going on. The Bud Files are here with us every day, and they are out supporting other creators, seeming to be everywhere all the time. I literally run into them constantly when I'm out trying to support other creators. They're posting frequently as well. Every time I put their channel on the screen, they've got a new video. 2 days ago, they put one out. They're monetized. Lots of ways to support them as well. And then Pedrosa Travel. So there's a Facebook page where we just post the live stream links. There's a Facebook group where anybody can post their videos. And then, of course, I'm on Facebook as well as my personal profile. And the Bud Files are here with over 1,300 subscribers. Now, I've got their latest Newell Museum Part 2. I've got that in my catch-up list. Like I said, they're monetized. These creators seek to be modern-day archaeologists. The idea is to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video. They've really expanded their content, though, because they bring us a lot of shorts now with a ton of variety. Some of these have done really well, getting into 5,000 and even 15,000 views on one of them. Live streams on the channel can be an outdoor excursion to a graveyard, a cemetery, or other abandoned location, a story to be told, or we might get a chance to hang out with them and get to know them. They could be singing, dancing, or playing a game as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. The Bud Files, like I said, are seeming to be everywhere all the time, but they're here in Tuber Chat every single day as well. Now, I know not everybody can be here every day or for hours at a time every time we stream, and I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, but I do like to recognize when we have channels that are so overwhelmingly supportive as well. Professional paranormal research is coming up. I think what we're going to do is take a break a few minutes early here, but we'll go for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with that channel. We'll get back to spinning the wheel. Natalie Nicole's ASMR, good to see you in the house. We're back in 3.5 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at professional paranormal research. I put a couple of channels on the wheel there. Together We Travel and Kimberly Gila are both on there. I think we're going to look at Kimberly's channel for the first time, actually. I just want to see if Destiny's Lifestyle Vlogs happens to still be here, or Shanster Travels. If either of those channels are here, just let me know by saying anything in the chat. Professional Paranormal Research is here, and paranormal ideas of investigations, explorations of abandoned locations, and a lot of other types of content that are related came into the Tuber Chat family almost from the beginning. About 3 years ago, we had this influx. And so many, in fact, is what I mean to say, that I actually went out on a few paranormal investigations myself as well, with Huntophobia and Reckless Adventure. Now, Professional Paranormal Research has been posting lately, especially live streams, right? I caught them the other day, I believe. Am I mistaken? A month ago. I guess it's longer than I thought. I've got a notification on for a live stream they're going to do in about a week. They've got a couple shorts here, 2,400 views on one of these, and they've got a brand new video. I'm just going to put this into my catch-up list. This is a shorter one, but they're going to give you a bit more information on the About page here, so that you can get an idea of what to expect. But like I said, paranormal is a huge genre, and we've got quite a few channels that have come through in their community, as a matter of fact. So hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther. They're officially on the road to 2K. We say a channel is officially on the road when they pass a 100 milestone. And they've actually passed 1900, obviously. Midlife Travels is still in the house. We had their channel up on the screen earlier. Growing What I Eat is coming up right now. I actually almost made the mistake of putting Midlife Travels on there twice. Still looking just to see if Destiny's Lifestyle Vlogs or Shanster Travels are in the house, because they were here for a long time. They might have gone by now. Pedrosa Travels had a couple of paranormal experiences. Growing What I Eat is here with 877 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 900 they're thinking about. This creator is bringing us video shorts and live streams. They've got a brand new product review. This Saker Mini chainsaw we've seen on a few channels, actually, so that's great. And everybody seems to be happy with it. So they just put that up today. So I'm looking forward to that product review from you. It's a little bit of a different video for this channel, but related, which is great to see, right? That's a tool they're likely going to use. 1,700, 1,900, 2,000 views on their shorts, which is great to see. Lots of garden updates here, container gardening and otherwise. And then live streams. They've been streaming a bit more, actually. So a month ago, 3 weeks ago. I caught them a few months ago. I'm hoping I can catch them again. Time's flying. And, yes, Canadian Family Life. It's very possible, that's for sure. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. And we'll see who's coming up. Together We Travel right now. I just put them on the wheel, actually. They've been here a long time. They're another loyal and dedicated supporter, to say the least. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Together We Travel, obviously, is going to bring us a lot of travel, particularly cruising. They're going to give us tours of the ship, talk about the excursions and the activities. And they're at almost 700 subscribers. They're going to have that any day, as a matter of fact. So, hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They got a small amount of information on their About page. Shorts videos on this channel have included a couple of spectacular shots here. A couple of these have gotten 2,400 and 2,500 views. One of them over 11,000 now, which is great to see. And then live streams are something that happens frequently. They just brought us a couple a week and a half ago, so we'll be looking forward to the next one as well. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Together We Travel is not only here in Tuber Chat frequently, but I see them out supporting other channels frequently as well. So let's spin the wheel. If anybody hasn't already given us a thumbs up, we're right on the edge at 98 thumbs up today. So thank you, everybody, for that. We don't hit 100 every day. And since I've slowed things down, it's calmed down a little bit. But we get it once in a while. It's always an exciting milestone to hit. And Lisa J. Stocks is coming up right now to talk about finance. This creator has expanded their content far beyond typical talk about stocks, like fundamentals, tips and tricks. They're very forthcoming about their own portfolio as well, but they actually talk about the motivation and inspiration behind saving money or budgeting, making investing a possibility. Now, whether or not somebody's going to invest in the stock market in particular, I believe that everybody is best off with as much financial information as possible, so that every decision you make about investing in any way at all can be best educated, right? If that makes sense. This one looks like a motivating video from Lisa J. Stocks, and they're posting just about every day. So hopefully they'll be at it again in a couple of days. I know we got a long weekend on us right now. They've got some shorts on the channel as well, and some of these have gotten into the hundreds of views, one over 1,600. And then live streams are something they might keep up with. They've been doing these almost once a week. So we've got our notification bell on, and they're talking to familiar faces over there, which is great. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen. Pardon me. And we'll look at Michael's Adventures. This creator is posting almost every day. This week they actually have been off. They're usually here with us only on the weekends, but every day that Michael's Adventures is not here, they make sure that I remember to say hello for everyone. I do 99% of the time. But this particular creator is one of the most supportive that I've met in my 6 years on YouTube. They've got a different kind of video here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. I didn't catch that one. Michael's Adventures for the last week, because they've been off of work, have been posting twice a day. Which is great to see. Always premieres, which must be helping the watch hours, and they're willing to swap playlists as well. So if anybody wants to do that, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Charlene Heel, good to see you in the house. Michael's Adventures posts wildlife videos, now over 3,200 videos, and these will feature anything from foxes to deer to raccoons, some bird watching. As you can see from this particular video, this creator will also take us out for looks around their area, stories to be told. And then as well, they've got some shorts on their channel where they bring us a bit of lottery ticket scratching, maybe a game to be played on a slot machine, and once in a while they'll take us out for a different type of video as well. 1,200 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 1,300 they're thinking about. Michael's Adventures has been a dear friend for a long time and happens to be here as a member and a moderator. So I hope everybody will connect with him. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get to another channel. I think this is the first time we're going to look at Kimberly Gila's channel. And again, just please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing that right. If you already told me I'm pronouncing it right, I'll continue. And I just can't remember for the life of me. So it's the first time we're looking at the channel. And I don't subscribe or watch videos while I live stream. But I'm going to take your latest video. I'm assuming this is San Francisco, Chinatown, you're saying? Cooking, gardening, walking around. And what I'm going to do is take your latest video, though. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3, sometimes 4 times a week. We mix up the days and times so we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Pedrosa Travel. So one of the things that is an idea is to use shorts to promote long form content. But we see a lot of creators just bringing variety into their shorts. I've only posted about 50, and I haven't had anything break out into the tens of thousands of views or more. So I'm kind of like, I'm as hopeful as anybody, but I haven't been aggressive about them. But we got lots of creators who have had great success, and some of them share their knowledge as well. Now, Kimberly Gila's got a couple here, 142, 160 on these shorts. As you post more and more, this goes for everybody. They will likely continue to grow and grow. I know it makes sense, like what I'm saying, and it seems very simplistic, and it almost goes without saying, but just as a reminder, when we put more content out, we give the channel more chance to have things picked up. I had a video, and forgive the self-promotion, but I had not a shorts video, a regular video put up yesterday, and I didn't expect it to do any better than any other video, and it popped like, I think we might be at 600 views in 48 hours, not even. Which I'm overwhelmed with. I can't wait to see the analytics and see what happened, because I've put out 7 other videos exactly like it before, and none of them went bang like that. It seems to have slowed down. I looked right before we started, but when we look at all the different content we put out, shorts have this magical ability sometimes to just hit thousands of views right away, and that can bring in a lot of subscribers. Usually shorts stop afterwards, so they pump for a bit. Sometimes you're lucky enough to have them slow down and then go for a second pump of views, but then that's it. They pretty much sit stagnant. Corinne's Life's got one that's moving right now, and sometimes we see shorts that move a little bit further. But videos are what carries a channel more than anything else in almost every case. Live streams are great, but when you think about the idea of a video that you put out today, and you put out a live stream that, let's say, you would say is, of good quality, something you expect to get replays on, is a good video going to get more replays this year or a live stream? And when I put it that way, I think almost everybody will agree that yes, videos are what runs and drives a channel. It's not necessarily the biggest money maker, because fan funding turns things like premieres and especially live streams into the front runner for monetization, if that makes sense. But every type of content on the channel has its place. Our friend Rambling with the Brooms, Scott, let us know that posting 2 videos, 2 shorts, and 2 streams every week together really moves the channel. So we're watching to see. I wonder if my own movement lately is just because I've been so active, but I'll keep an eye on the analytics. So one more time, we'll ask if anybody wants to swap playlists with each other. Just please simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. AceFlaw1 is Andy. This creator brings us travel videos more than anything else, usually sporadically, but this creator's got over 4,300. They've been a friend of over 3.5 years. They were with me before Tuber Chat was even a thought, and continue to come back almost every day to support other creators, even after 600 episodes of Tuber Chat. So as well, they've got a few shorts on their channel, and one of these has brought over 1,400 views, so hopefully they'll post more and more as well. And we've got our notification bell on for every channel, so if anybody's going to do live streams, we have a chance of catching them as well. So Jesse Miller unboxings and more. Yeah, when we talk about shorts, there's a video that YouTube put out to describe what they're going to do. It looks like on shorts they're going to cut all links, just because a lot of people have flooded the short system with these affiliate videos now. And what's going to happen is, instead, YouTube will allow us, if I understand right, to link from shorts videos into long form content, and then from there we can do our affiliate stuff and things like that if we're going to. But they don't want spam, and of course every time you you know, bring out a new feature, somebody's going to find a way to take advantage of it, right? Katie's Kitchen is here with 184 subscribers. They picked up a gifted membership again today. They post videos frequently. They bring us a lot of grocery hauls, food bank hauls, some cooking videos as well. And then shorts videos on this channel have started to move. 1,500, 1,600 views. They got 2 breakouts, one at 6,600, one at 8,300 as well. And then live streams are occasional on the channel, but they're bringing video gameplay and they're mixing these up. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Katie's Kitchen, pushing them towards the 200 subscribers we know they must be thinking about. And thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. I know not everybody can be here every day or for hours at a time every time we stream. We try to get through as many channels as we can within a 2.5 to 3 hour period. And we're going to look at Roadhog right now. I haven't posted the streams yet, but we're expecting to be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll post it in the morning or at some point in the early day tomorrow, and then probably on Wednesday again. So Roadhog brings us a little bit of scrap metal work, and they do some refurbishing of a lot of different things. They've expanded their about page here so you can get an idea of what to expect on the channel. They're posting frequently, just about daily actually. I'm going to put the latest video on my catch-up list. I've caught them quite a few times. And a bit of variety here, but more than anything else, they take us on runs for scrap metal collecting, and then they're refurbishing products like I was talking about. Shorts videos here have gotten now into the 1,900 and even 2,400 views, which is great. And then live streams on this channel are something they've experimented with. We'll see if they're going to keep that up. Of course, we have notification bells on for everybody. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. So thanks everybody again for the time that you spent, and we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, 6 p.m. Eastern is the expectation. And thank you to our moderators for holding everything together, of course. I always appreciate everybody's support, and we'll see everybody again soon. Thanks, everyone. I'll leave this running for 3 minutes. Bye-bye.